you're going to try and get someone up with braces per se, or body weight supported treadmill training, and they need to use their upper extremities. Remember now, they have intact upper extremities. So what muscles, and you know this already, do they need to be able to utilize to push down? Triceps, lats, good. And so how would you strengthen triceps? That would be helpful in that maneuver. How would you start? I didn't.
Oh, I mean like boosting.
Boosting. Okay, so like pushing down and lifting your bottom up.
Yes.
Okay, so let's bring this table down. So this is if they have flexibility. Not necessarily flexibility. They have upper extremity support. They're going to be transferring before they're ever able necessarily to sit.
So are they just working on holding themselves up with their triceps?
And then lift. I mean, that's how they transfer. So you would, have them try and depress the shoulders at the same time, because if they straighten their arms and they lift their shoulders, they're not really getting it. So they have to try and push down and lift their bottom up off the table. So what position would I want his hands in when I do that? Just cautious. Yeah, I would just be real careful. Even though he's supposedly attacked, I would be careful just in case. So having him push. No, she just said over the edge.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, but that's kind of close. So
You would, you just had them like this? Would not look over the edge?
I usually have push-up blocks that they can kind of push on. That allows their fingers to kind of stay a little bit flexed, just in case. Even though they have upper extremities, I don't want to overstretch those areas.
So over the edge would be good.
I would be concerned because if they may not have good trunk control, and the closer I get them to the edge, the more likely they are to hit the floor.
Okay.
So I probably would rather use push-up blocks of some sort, where that would allow them to keep their fingers.
Could they do fists?
I mean, they could, but I don't find that personally comfortable.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd want someone looking up like that. Well, I
I just did it.
You get really
I just did it kind of focused on it like that.
So this is a good position if they're stable enough to kind of grip, because then the wrist is in neutral. And what happens a lot is they get carpal pain when we're doing a lot of wrist extension when they're weight bearing. So we want to be cautious of that. Okay, so then on that same token, then for tetraplegia, what I typically do is I will get them on a pulley system, and I'll have them sit in their chair, but you have to be with them. You have to use special attachments that attach onto the wrist so that they're not having to grab if they don't have full upper extremities. And then someone grab me a regular wheelchair, just a regular, not the recliner. And let's say they're a T1 injury, C7, T1 injury. So what kind of abdominals do they have? Do they?
Are they working?
Yes.
No.
What's the innervation to the
Transfer.
Oh, that's the diaphragm. Dang it.
So if I'm gonna have him doing exercises, I may have to stand here and hold him like this, because as he tries to do them, he's gonna go forward, and he's not gonna exercise. So if you're gonna exercise him in the chair, and you're gonna try and do, any kind of shoulder elevation, any kind of retraction at all, you have got to be here to help them, because otherwise, or someone does, otherwise they're gonna come out of the chair. Okay, so remember that, it can be kind of deceiving when they're sitting in the chair and wheeling around, and then you try and do something and they fall over like very quickly. It's like, heck, they don't have those muscles. So they're using gravity and alignment to keep themselves in the chair. And if you take them out of that alignment, where there's no longer a seesaw balance, they go, and it's quick. So you want to be really cautious. exercise them. This is good because it does kind of work on them controlling their trunk, because eventually they need to learn how to shift their weight and get that alignment so they can function. But the other way I'll do it to start off is I'll have them on their side. And I'll have them doing activities in this position so they can do with their shoulder, they can try this way for the deltoid, this way they can do triceps in this position if they have it. Okay. So I'll do a lot of things in sideline. They can do rows with TheraBand if they have the capability of retracting. Okay, so sideline is a good position. Plus, it helps work on what? Trunk control again, because they're having to balance in this position. Okay, so if they get really good at it, and I want to challenge them even more, I'll have them come up on their elbow, and I'll have them do it in this position now. So do exercise here. So now they're having to balance over this shoulder. But they have to have good shoulders to be able to tolerate the weight bearing and to balance. Okay, in that position. And this is a good position because this is a transitional position. This is something that he's going to use later on to get into long sit, to get into short sit, to manipulate his legs. Okay, so he needs to be able to kind of support himself in this position. Any questions on that? Looked like there was something brewing there.
No, I just remembered that he was just a CAT1 injury, so he has.
Just left 3 minutes left.
All right, so let's. What time is it?
Are you logged in to MLB?
All right, you're done. Clean up.
Alright, we're good.
Wednesday is no